G'day ladies and gentlemen, I am the Sloth aka Adam, and today I'm going to talk to you about Titanfall 2 and the open beta technical test slash alpha slash pre-alpha that has happened over the past weekend. Now, in case you haven't know, in case you don't know, or in case you missed my E3 episode in regards to Titanfall 2, I'm a big fan of Titanfall, big fan of Respawn, big fan of everything that game has. However, and I know that this is post everything that game has. However, and I know that this is post remarks made by Respawn about all of the shit that has gone wrong with the game in the beta, alpha, technical, whatever the fuck it is. But I still want to make my point known. I still want to get my point across. This game was one of the things that held me over for a while there was, Destiny and was upcoming, and Titanfall was one of those things that I was really, right into in the original game. Now, this beta technical test shit thing, I'm just going to call it a test, whatever, I don't even care, I don't care. It's fucked. It's fucked. Like, they've taken the gameplay from Titanfall, from the original Titanfall, which was very good, but just lacked in content, and royally just fucked it up. They've just destroyed it. So you can now no longer wall hang or wall run for as long as originally thought, or as long as it was in the original. The time to kill is so damn quick that it's COD time to kill. Honestly, it's COD time to kill. So unless you see the person first, you're dead. Every single time. Whether that player's skill level is higher than yours or lower than yours, every single weapon in that game, the time to kill is so minuscule. Absolutely minuscule that you're just unable to do anything with it. Another issue that I have of the two game modes that were released, now it's not TDM, it's not really control, it's amped hardpoint. I mean, yes and no, it's kind of control, but it kind of isn't. But yeah, anyway, I digress. These are the two game modes that were released on the weekend. The amped hardpoint, where were the quote unquote creep? Where were the creep? They weren't there. Where were they? They weren't there. And that leads into my next point. Why did they take away Titan timers? Why did they do it? Now, I'm not the shittest player going, nor am I the best player going. The fact that your skill level and the amount of kills that you get is based around if you get your Titan. And I mean, if you get your Titan. Like, you could be running around just searching for creep in that objective mode, the drop zone, I think it was called, if I remember correctly. It was just, it's ridiculous. Why, if you wanted to play that kind, if you wanted to have that kind of game, why didn't you just remake Black Ops? Call of Duty Black Ops? Because, it's kill streak. It's a kill streak. It resets after you die. For what I noticed. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. However, excuse me. However, it's just, why take the Titans out of Titanfall? I mean, pilot versus pilot. That's a whole other kettle of fish entirely. But why take the Titans out of Titanfall 2, especially in those two game modes? And that brings me on to another point. The segues are real this episode, ladies and gentlemen. The segues are real. Why did you nerf Titans? And I mean, damage output, damage taken. You've buffed damage taken. So the Titan doesn't feel like this massive metal machine. It feels like it is made out of papier-mâché. You know, it doesn't sit well with me. It really doesn't. On the other hand, the Titan abilities, especially the ones that were in the beta, which was Ion and Scorch. Now, out of the two, Ion, I think, played a little bit better. It was a little bit better to my playstyle. I was able to put that extra dash in. It was a little bit quicker. Fire rate, yeah, it was like I said before, the damage output has been nerfed into the ground. But I like that quicker fire rate, especially if you're dealing with, you know, pilots running around on the ground and all that sort of thing. Yeah, Iron, I liked Iron. It was when I did get my Titan, and I mean when I did get my Titan. Correction, if I did get my Titan, Ion was a lot of fun to play. Really was. I never played as the Ogre. I never had the Ogre as one of my Titans in the original. It doesn't sit well with me. It's too slow. I like being nice and quick and moving around and all that sort of thing. And yeah, so I mean, both of them played well, but the Ion was my preference. Like the whole, I'm going to fire this ball of gas, I believe, and just whip the ground, and the whole thing catches on fire. AoE, like if there was a lot of creep or if there was a lot of pilots on the ground, fucking bang on. Or if a Titan was there and you've got a lot of damage coming through, but it's just not my playstyle. The pilot abilities gone. Like the controls feel a little different. I could have tweaked them. I didn't really do so much with the controls, but you know, like, where's the cloak? You've got to get X amount of credits. And I hope that's not a transaction-based thing. I hope that's not a microtransaction. Please, God, Respawn, don't let the credits be a transaction. I'm alright with that whole earning them, a la Rainbow Six, just without the microtransactions. Please and thank you. That would be amazing. But, you know, where's cloak? Where's my damage output on the car? Like, the best gun in the beta is the R201C, which is like the upgraded version of the 101C. Like, the assault rifle of the game. Like, I use the car all the time. And it was just shit. It was just shit in this. Like, it had no range. It had, speaking of range, I'll get to that in a sec. It had, like, the kickback was fucking phenomenal. And the customization options for each of the weapons was subpar at best. You know, extended magazine, sights. Where's the rest of it? Where's that sort of, you know, trying to make it kick a little less and all that sort of thing. And yes, I did just make the movement of a gun kicking in my shoulder while sitting here in my chair recording this segment. However, range. Okay, the two maps that were there this weekend just passed. Homestead and Boomtown, I believe. I'll look that up. But anyway, Homestead, or Boomtown, very reminiscent of the original Titanfall. Lots of areas to get above Titans and all that sort of thing. Lots of areas to sort of try and outmaneuver pilots. You know, like trying to run around them and get the drop on them and all that sort of thing. Fucking Homestead. What's that shit? One solitary silo in the middle and two buildings that were 1 story high. It's not COD. It's not Battlefield. It's Titanfall. Stick to that. Even the agriculture map, which I cannot remember. It was it was a map that was supposed to be set like in the middle of a farm or something and all that sort of thing. Like I can't remember what it's called, but that's another thing I'll look up again later. And I'll put it in over the top of the video. It was too open. Like, Homestead was too open, but that map, and if you know what I'm talking about, or if you recognise it through the name, like, you were still able to run around and, you know, go inside of buildings and get drop on Titans, drop on Pilot, drop on Creep, all that sort of thing, quote unquote. You know, it was just too open. And I hope the maps that are released in the base game, not talking about DLC, but in the base game, are not like that. Because in my opinion, in my humble little opinion, I don't think that it was any good. I honestly don't think that it was any good. Other gameplay issues is not really a good word that I would use, but I'm going to use it because I can't think of another one. Gripes. Other gameplay gripes that I have. The Titan, the Pilot Titan sort of rodeo system, pilots bringing down Titan by themselves, all that sort of thing. Alright, instead of opening up its core and unloading clip after clip into its core to bring down its health, you pull out its core, it drops on the ground, and then you've got to get back up there, chuck grenade in, which is unlimited, which is, you know, good in that respect. If they're going to intro this sort of playstyle, you got to get back up onto the Titan. You got to pull its core out. So you've pulled its core out. It's on the ground. You get your grenade. You throw it in there. You jump off, and it takes away one health segment. So if you're coming up against an ogre and say it's got five health segments, you've got to do it 5 times. That I'm not sold on it. I'm not sold on it. There was nothing better in the original Titanfall to come up to a Titan while you're using, I don't know, the Kraber or the Spitfire, and the Spitfire's got that hammer perk on, and you're just sitting there going, "Rah!" and just destroying this Titan. And there's nothing it can do outside of the pilot getting out, shooting you, popping its electric smoke, or getting another Titan to punch you off or shoot you off. I don't know about that. I don't know. I like that once you get off the Titan, you can pick up the core and go to one of your friendly Titans or jump in your own Titan, then your health and shields are buffed for a little bit. So if you're one health segment down, your health will come back once you another pilot or yourself, like you get in the Titan when it's strapped to your back, or another pilot comes along and puts it in your core. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a great design. So if, you know, like you're saving your Titan for later, if it's like an elimination match or something like that, which I'm not sure if they're going to bring in, and I can't remember because I played TDM only. I can't remember if they put that in the original game. It's a pretty cool mechanic. That on that respect, on that part, it's a cool mechanic. On the part of pulling it out and then grenading every time, ish. All right, so enough about the gameplay and all that sort of thing. The thing that they being Respawn have sort of not, you know, shouted from the mountaintops, but it's something that has been implemented, which is the networking. So you could go join like a big clan, or you could do what I did, start a clan that my friends and I already had on another game. So you could do that. You could start your own clan, or you could join a bigger clan. You can always find people to play with, which is good. That was a big struggle in the original, and I know that other people have covered this, so I'm going to cover this because, you know, reasons. That's good. That's a good thing that you can find people to play with all the time. Like, especially if you join like one of the bigger ones. You know, it's like proper goodness. I like it. However, and I know this is just a beta, but it's one of the things that caught my eye whilst I was playing the game. I couldn't just join my friends. They couldn't just join me. I had already started a clan because, you know, I wanted that clan tag and I make sure it was mine, and I'm not sure if it was going to carry over into the main game. However, the fact that they had to join the clan to join my game. What if they didn't want to join my clan? What if they wanted to join another clan? Do they have to be in my clan, or my friend? Do I have to be in my friend's clan to join him to play Titanfall with him? Is that something that's going to carry over into the game? Time will tell. Yeah, and the whole bunch of other beta problems, you know, like having the game stay up, like having it, you know, work correctly. That's something that's going to be a bit of an issue. And for God's sake, Respawn, get rid of that Origin thing. I know that you're tied to EA, like EA's got you by the balls in that respect. Like, if people want to play this shit on PC, put it out on Steam, for fuck's sake. Don't use Origin. Like, some days I don't want, I want a bit of, I don't want people to just see I'm online and automatically join my party. Not that I'm the most popular bloke going. You know, like, it just happens. Some days I just want to jump on my PC and just play games by myself, especially the games that I enjoy on Xbox. Like, I've got Overwatch on Xbox and PC for that reason alone. And Battlefield and all that sort of other shit. Please, for the love of Jesus wept Christ, don't use Origin. Anyway, that's my little dig at Titanfall, at least this week. And if you liked it, make sure you hit like and subscribe for more content like this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Warning, hull is taking excessive damage. Elevators wreck condition. Multiple Titans attacking. Ion laser core activated. Warning, severe reactor damage sustained. Reactor is exposed.